Well, let's add another southern species and Appalachian mountain species to our list of plants. And I'm still at the New River Gorge, and I'm still finding stuff that I haven't put on the channel yet. And I'll probably run out of time before I run out of plants to film. But here's a common landscape plant you may have in your yard or in your neighborhood. This is the American holly. It's evergreen and has beautiful, handsome foliage in the wintertime when everything else is brown and gray. And some of them even get berries. There's a green berry in the foreground here and a red berry in the background. I guess they turn red when they ripen. Not all the trees get berries. You got to have a male and female tree in the same area to get the offspring or the berries. This particular specimen is kind of scraggly, and it might have 25 feet of height. And there's much taller pine trees around it, kind of blocking the view of it. It looks just like the pine trees around it. But they're beautiful trees. They're common on these sandstone gorge walls in Kentucky and West Virginia. That's where I've been finding them today, on the New River Gorge walls. The sandstone areas in Kentucky have the same trees. They're not clinging right to the cliffs, but they're near the cliffs, so that they can withstand a dry soil, and they can attain full height in the deep south. Where I'm spending my time and where this channel is focused, they kind of get scraggly and scrubby, and you might get 40 feet on a good one. A lot of times they're just more of an understory plant, and that's what this one is. I don't know about their fire resistance, because this is in a habitat that would burn and probably does burn. I don't know how well they do after that, but the fact that it's here means it must survive some of the fires. The bark of a holly tree is pretty much smooth all the time, and no matter how big it is, it doesn't get furrows or scales or peels or chunks. It's pretty much a smooth tree. It does have some little dimples in it, kind of like you'd find on a pawpaw tree or a witch hazel tree. But none of that would be necessary. You got these evergreen leaves and berries on some of the trees, and the leaf is a very unique shape. You won't find anything else like it in the eastern United States and in the wild areas of the Appalachians and Great Lakes area. This is a one-of-a-kind plant. It's pretty much similar latitude as the sweet gum and the sourwood. I haven't done the sourwood yet, but I probably will this year. So we're talking but pretty much Mason-Dixon line south. It can be found in parts of Pennsylvania and parts of Ohio, but it's much more common south of there in these habitats with acid soil. You can grow it in your yard if you have limey soil, but Mother Nature isn't planting them there. I'm finding them in these areas with lots of pines and lots of oaks, which would be definitely a high acid soil environment for the American holly tree.